Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Hubbard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three. Undercross.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Come on, Lord. Here we go. 59 is Mike. Hey, Charlie. Check 59.
Allen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hold the look. Hold.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot. Middle. Half 10. Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
56, 56. Hey, let's get in that hole. Mike, check, 59. Bravo.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Get ready. 49, guys. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try the left side. Hubbard, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Seibert's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Allen will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To the air, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard, and he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
25, check 25.
Again, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Get off the train tracks.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here goes son. Lady.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike, check, 59. Exit.
Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a run-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, check 24.
Allen going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Right here. Switch. Alert. Go. I got it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for